Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, call me Meech, and I'm back here with another NBA 2K23 RCO video for you guys, man. So, going straight into the episode, man, we're going to start touching on some things that we left off on the last episode of the RCO. So, if you did not see that, go ahead. You can watch that video on the channel before watching this one. Like I said, it's a series. It's going to lead up into everything. So, without knowing that, you won't know what I'm talking about right now. But pretty much, guys, where we left off at is that we're trying to get Andre Iguodala. That was the big thing. Now, before we go ahead and go into that, let's talk about something else that we did go ahead and do, man. So I was in need of a center. Okay, I was in need of a center very, very bad. So what I did go ahead and do, as you can see, my collector level has risen to 361 cards. I did get Joakim Noah. The way I went about doing that is the way that you all can go about it, man. It's just collecting tokens. By the time you clean out a lot of these 2 token packs in the token market on the Western and Eastern conferences, you can pretty much get up to Joakim Noah. Like I said, this is an RCO, so I don't have any of like the I haven't bought premium cards to stack my collection as of yet, but I just went ahead and completed all those. I did get Joakim Noah, so he is my starting center. Now, I'm not going to go directly to my lineup screen, of course. That'll be for the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But what we are going to do, this is pre-recorded footage that I did go ahead and voice over. So we're going to go ahead and go over the path and the grind for Andre Iguodala and how that concluded, because he is expired as of today. Check this out. So first game of the night, we came against Papa Bo. So Papa Bo had a pretty decent lineup. Nothing that I was too worried about. I seen John Stockton out there. I know his jump shots usually baited. So I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and get right into it. His record came up. He was 18-25. So I'm like, all right, cool. Cool way to start the night. Not against the sweat. We should be good. So he does win the tip ball. John Stockton gets it. Walks it up the court. I'm like, is John Stockton really going to do anything? Well, yeah, I mean, he greened a floater right on my grill. So I'm like, all right, cool. We come back. We respond with a Donovan rack dunk. Donovan finishes at the rim. We come back with Derrick Rose. Go into the paint. We find Joakim Noah at the mid-range for a green bean. Now, he comes back. Now we're playing a little bit of defense. So we get the miss there on Zion. And I'm like, okay, let's get off to the races with Derrick Rose. We get it over to KD, we get it over to Donovan, and we get a bucket. Now he comes back with Joakim Noah, makes a pretty contested layup. We come back, Derrick Rose does miss that 3, but Noah horses the board. We get it over. We are moving the ball. We get it over to Donovan. Donovan finds Derrick Rose over to Kevin Durant. And what do you know? A green bean from Kevin Durant. Now, I skipped to the end of this game because, as you can see, this guy isn't moving. It took me like 3 to 4 quarters to figure out this man was player locked. So, needless to say, we got him up out of there. All right. We finished that game 80-51. Pretty easy. Then we go over to the next game. Coming over to the next game, we're playing ZK. All right, so this man's 22-0, so I'm already like, okay, here we go. We're about to get into it. But anyways, we get into the game. He does go ahead and win the tip ball. Now, the first possession, he comes over here with Steph. He calls for the screen. He comes with Steph. He shoots up a pretty contested shot. So I'm like, all right, that was not too good. But then he starts pump faking down here. I'm like, I understand why you're 22-0 because you're playing weird. But we were able to get the stop, off to the races. Derrick Rose is bringing the ball down the court. We find Noah. We get it over to KD. We shoot up this first fade that Kevin Durant does. That definitely missed. But on the fast break, we're able to get the steal with Derrick Rose. Over to get it to Donovan Mitchell. He does fire up the green bean. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's not too bad. Now you see we went down 7-3. All right. And we do get this little floater from Derrick Rose. I just included that because it was pretty. But up until after that, man, as you can see, this man's game plan was the pick and roll with Steph Curry and Tyson Chandler. And from that point, man, it just got rough. There was turnovers. I couldn't keep the ball in my hand, as you can see. Everything was a turnover. I tried to get it to Donovan. I don't know why Noah passed it there. I get him up in the air. I don't get a foul. Like, it was just bad. And you can see the name of this man's game. He's just in lanes, just spamming. So we weren't able to overcome this guy. 48-62 is what That ended up resulting in, and we had to play another game. Now the next game, I mean, this is a short story. As you can see, this man did not really stand a chance. Scooting over to the next game. Now this is the game that we needed for Iggy. We're playing my man Elijah. All right, now we first start off the game, everything's going well for us. We get the dump down to Noah there. He misses a free throw. We get the board. We're pushing. Donovan gets it to Noah. Noah gets it to Rose. Rose does fire that up with a green bean. We're off to the races again with Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose going behind the back right into a green. And I'm just like, man, everything's going well at this point. We're playing defense. We're active. You know, we're on the break. We're getting into Kevin Durant for wide open transition dunks. We're playing defense. As you can see, Noah just holding people up in the paint. Like, you know, it's only 6-10, but at this point, I'm like, we have a pretty firm grasp on this game. You know, Rose go ahead, semi-transition. We get it to Donovan. He does green a 3 really quick here. It's 22-12, and I'm feeling pretty good. As you can see, we had this man down big at this point, 28-39. And then this started happening. I don't know what was going on. This man was making me sit through crazy timeouts. And I mean crazy timeouts. At this point, I thought that he was stalling me, man. I thought he was stalling me so much, I decided to message this guy. I'm like, yo, can you please stop stalling this game? He said his girl was talking to him. I'm married. I get it. I respect it. But from that point on, man, I don't know what changed. She talked some vigor into him or something, because this man, he just got gritty. And, you know, there was some unfortunate things happening. I couldn't do anything. Zion getting put that dunks. I'm missing wide open threes. Josh is at the rim just laying it up on me. It came to be a 6-point game at the start of the fourth quarter, man. And at this point, I started to get a little worried. As you can see, Banchero's just dunking all over my head. I'm over here, you know, trying to find my rhythm. I find Donovan, boink, late. I mean, just everything was going bad for me. I couldn't get anything going. And this man was just crawling back. Slowly but surely, I get a snatch block with Scotty Barnes, but it gets to be a foul call. I'm trying to pass on a fast break. It's going off Steph Curry's head. When I tell you the things that were going on were just absolutely ridiculous, but I started to kind of just slow myself down, man. We started to pick back up the defense. We started to take it a little bit slower. Like I said, everything I was doing was very precise, just slowing the game down, because when I was playing more erratic and getting frustrated, it just was not happening, man. It was not a good look. As you can see, my offense is just very, very patient at this point, man. We're playing better defense. We're getting misses. We're getting off to the races. Now, this was just a little flash. Now, respectfully, I tried to throw it to Kevin Durant, but Donovan thought he was Rudy Gobert, I guess, because he did not pass him the ball. But as you can see, just slowing the game down. Derrick Rose in transition with the 2-hand slam, and everything is patient. Now it's 65-60, clock is winding down, and Derrick Rose goes ahead and gets his little flip layup to go ahead and put that man away. And we did sneak away with a 5-point win there. I tried to make it 7, but it came out to be 5, and we did get the man Andre Iguodala as I take my screenshot. Which leads us to this right here. Andre Iguodala is home. I did go ahead. We did clutch him up. I really needed this card, man. I definitely needed this card here. Now let's talk about the lineup a little bit, okay? So we still have Derrick Rose and Donovan Mitchell. Not sure if these two are going to stay like this, but for the time being, this is just how I have them. Now we do have Joakim Noah. Like I said, I went ahead and definitely bashed him out a bit, so he has 25 goals and 4 Hall of Fames. Derrick Rose is bashed out, Donovan Mitchell is bashed out, and Andre Iguodala is there. I have not bashed him out with what he needs yet, but he's there. Now, let's talk about Chris Mullin off the bench, because that is something else. Now, the main reason I wanted to do this, I will show you guys. One, he had 3,000 worth of XP there, and I need Scottie Pippen. That is one of the biggest focuses now. As you can see, I'm level 35. I've been going pretty crazy on the XP, because I just want to get Scottie Pippen, man. I'm tired of it lingering over my head. He needs to come home. Now, in terms of Chris Mullin, the reason you see him there is because I got this Amethyst Boogie Cousins out of the untradeable pack in collector level. The only cards I was missing, somehow, some way, I don't even know how I got all of these cards, but somehow, some way, All I was missing was LaFonso Ellis, Scott Skiles, Chauncey Billups, and Kiki Vandeweghe. It cost me all of maybe 13K, guys. I mean 13K max. So I went ahead and just got those cards out of the auction house. I locked in for Chris Mullin, and the biggest reason is that when I came to Season 1 rewards, he is a reward card. So, hey, this is the RCO, and we love reward cards. So I did go ahead and lock in Chris Mullin there. He is the backup shooting guard as of now. Just to give you guys a little bit of information on what we may be thinking going forward, okay? This is what the feature is going to be on future episodes. Now, of course, we're going to be going Pink Diamond Scottie Pippen. We are trying to get there as soon as possible. Now, we do have a new takeover player for the week. We have Elgin, who did come on Tuesday, and we have Bill Russell. Now, Elgin, I'm not too high on. It is what it is. If I end up clutching him, I end up clutching him. But Bill Russell is one where it's kind of hard. I don't like the agenda too much. I mean, it's a lot of games, but we can definitely get through some of that stuff. As you can see, I've started to break into just a little bit, but Bill Russell may come home. I'm just not 100% sure, guys, because how that would look at for me, I would definitely play him. I would keep Embiid here because he can shoot a little, but I would definitely put Bill in somewhere in here because he's basically a more athletic Joakim Noah. He has like 85 speed and he's blazing up and down the court. Would definitely be very, very useful in defending the pick and roll, which is one thing that I personally struggle with when guys actually know what they're doing. So Bill Russell may be coming home. Scottie Pippen for sure will be coming home. And then we'll start to kind of move some pieces around when Scottie comes home because he's obviously going to be in the starting lineup. But that is the content, man. I hope you all enjoy today's episode of the RCO, man. It's been really fun kind of doing this series, so I appreciate everybody who's supporting it and watching and keeping us going. So that's pretty much all for the content today, man. Like I said, if you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. That way you never miss a new video. If you like the video, like the video. But until next time, guys, we're out.